Good morning, friends. Welcome to a brand new week of Froggy Books. And on Friday, I gave you guys a choice of, let's see, Froggy's Best Christmas, Froggy's Halloween, Froggy's First Kiss, and Froggy's Day with Dad. And these are some of my Froggy books that deal with the holidays. So obviously we have Christmas, and we have Halloween, and we have Valentine's Day and Father's Day. And overwhelmingly, actually unanimously, thanks to Maya M., Jacob, David, Yutong, and Catherine for voting, all of 5 of those friends chose Froggy's Best Christmas. So this is the one I'm going to read to you today. This, however, is not my favorite book out of these 4 books. So I'm anxious to see by the end of the week if you guys are going to stick with this book or whether you might choose a different book as your favorite. We'll do another graph on Friday to see, and we'll have everybody vote on Thursday, and we'll see which book was the favorite of the week. This is a very good book, though, and this was the unanimous choice for our first Froggy book of this week. So I'm going to read this one to you today, and the title of this one is called Froggy's Best Christmas. And the author is Jonathan London, same author as last week's Froggy books, and illustrated by Frank Remquix. So this is the story of Froggy's Best Christmas, and he is having a great time with his friends. Now, in this book, you're going to meet some new characters. This is Max the beaver. This is his best friend who lives very close to him, and he plays with him a lot. And then this is Travis the turtle, and Travis the turtle is another friend of his that lives pretty close to him, and he plays with him too. So you're going to meet these 2 friends, and then there's one more friend that is in this book that's not on the cover of this book here, but he's on the inside, so you'll get to meet him. And here's the title page, Froggy's Best Christmas. All right, so here's Froggy, and Frank Remquix has given him a new quilt, a plaid quilt here, and it says, "It was the night before Christmas, and Froggy was dreaming of snow. He had months of dreaming to go before it was time to wake up for spring." Because in the wintertime, frogs hibernate. So, and we learned about that in Froggy Gets Dressed. Remember, he was hibernating, and then he woke up and was trying to get dressed to go out and play in the snow for the first time, and he kept forgetting things. So here he is sleeping, and this is just Frank Remquix showing a dream that he's having about building can you guys see that? He's dreaming about building a snowman. So here's his bedroom window again. Frank Remquix always does a good job showing the weather outside is snowy. Thump, thump. In the dream, Max was tossing snowballs against Froggy's window. So here's some snowballs hitting the window there. "Froggy," called his friend. "What?" But it wasn't a dream at all. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. "Max, Max," he shouted. Here's his best friend, Max. And can you see what Max has in his hand here for Froggy? He hopped out of bed, flop, 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 and opened the door. "Merry Christmas, Froggy," yelled Max, and he gave him a present. I wonder what the present is going to be. "Wow," said Froggy, "this is my first Christmas present." "Well, this is your first Christmas," said Max. "You always sleep through it." "I've heard about Christmas," said Froggy. "Now I can celebrate it. Yippee!" And Froggy went out to look for a gift for Max. Flop, flop, flop. So here's Froggy in his pajamas. He's going to go out and look for a gift for his friend Max the beaver. Look what he found for Max. Here's his gift for Max. Let's see. "I found the perfect one," he said. "What is it?" asked Max. as he tore open the box. My soccer ball, the one I kicked for our winning goal at the City Cup. Gee, thanks, said Max, juggling the ball on his knees. Now open your present. So I know a lot of you would love to get a soccer ball for a present because I know at recess time a lot of you love to play soccer out on the playground. So what do you think Max is going to give Froggy? Let's see. Can you see what he gave him? Can you see what's on the picture? Let's see. Froggy tore off the wrapping paper and opened the box. Inside there was a drawing of a Christmas tree. Gee, thanks, said Froggy. I always wanted a drawing of a Christmas tree. No, no, said Max. I am giving you a real Christmas tree. Wow, said Froggy. What a friend. Christmas, Max said, is about friends. Yes, shouted Froggy. Let's go find Matthew and Travis. And he rushed to his room to get dressed. Zoop, zip, zut, 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 zup, znat, zat, zim, zum, and then he flopped outside. Flop, flop, flop. So in the Froggy books, oftentimes, Jonathan London will say in the story about Froggy going through the process of getting dressed. And we learned that last week too. So here he is getting ready to go out into the winter snow. So he's putting on his long john pants or underwear and getting all of his warm clothes, scarves, hats, mittens, boots on for the snow. Froggy, called Max. What? Did you forget something? Oh no, did he start forgetting stuff already? What? Yells Froggy. Me! And together they went off through the snow. You have to wait for me, says Max. And they went to go wake up their friends from their long winter's naps. Okay, so Froggy is a hibernator, and here's the next friend who's also a hibernator. Can you see this friend? This is Travis, and Travis is a turtle, and he's sleeping in a little hole next to the pond here. First they went to wake up Matthew. Wake up, they shouted. And Matthew the turtle yawned and crawled out from his home beside the pond. Uh-oh, I hope I didn't call him Travis. His name is Matthew the turtle. There you go. And let's see who they're going to go wake up next. Aha! Here they are. Do you see this character? You know what he is? He's sleeping in a cave or in a den. Then they went to wake up Travis. Wake up, they shouted, and Travis the bear yawned and crawled out from the cave under the snow. So there's Travis the bear and Matthew the turtle and Max the beaver and Froggy the frog. Merry Christmas, said Froggy and Max. This is my first Christmas ever, said Matthew. Mine too, said Travis. And together they all trudged off through the snow to find the perfect Christmas tree. I love that word, trudged. That is, the author, Jonathan London, could have said they just walked off through the snow, but he chose a fancy word. He said trudged. And trudged is when you have to take big footsteps through the snow because the snow is deep. So they went off trudging through the snow, in the deep snow. It makes it harder to walk in the snow. So Jonathan London chose the word trudged. I love that word for walking. All right, so here they are searching for the perfect Christmas tree. There's a lot of trees here. I wonder which one they're going to choose. Here's one, cried Froggy, looking at this tree right here. And Max says, nah, too skinny. Skinny just means too thin. The branches don't go out very wide. Here's one, said Matthew the turtle. And Max said, nah, too fat. See how far out the branches are going? So this one is skinny and this one is fat. Here's one, Max hollered. And he's talking about this one right here. It's the perfect tree. And Max the beaver nod and nod and nod. You know what nod means? So beavers use these front teeth, these real sharp teeth, to chew through the trunk of the tree. He gnawed and gnawed and gnawed and chewed and chewed and chewed until the tree fell. Timber! Thunk! And together they dragged the tree home through the snow. Christmas, said Max when they got there. It's about friends and family, too. And they scampered off and came back with the grandma and the grandpa. So here's everybody now working on trimming the tree. Do you remember when we talked about trimming the tree in December, meaning decorate it? And with everybody's help, Froggy put up the tree and trimmed it with popcorn chains and pine cones. There they are, getting it all decorated. Let's see. And then with some paint and glue, Froggy turned the biggest pine cone into a little tiny tree, and he wrapped it up for his dad. So here's his gift for his dad. He's turning a pine cone into a Christmas tree for his dad. And he painted and wrapped a picture for his mom and then put him under the tree. So here he is. He made a picture for his mom, and he's wrapping it up to put it underneath the Christmas tree for their gifts. And he says, "It's not much," said Froggy, "but Mom and Dad like it when I make things all by myself. Besides," said Max, "it's the spirit of giving that counts the most. It's not about what you give, but that you're thinking about other people and giving them gifts." And now, said Froggy, for the star. You got to put a star on the top of the Christmas tree, right? Or some people put an angel. But Froggy's decided he wants to put a star. So I'm going to give you a clue. He steps up here on this chair, and look how Frank Remquick shows the chair tipping over and the lines showing the action or movement of the chair. He made a star out of foil and then pushed a chair against the tree, and he climbed and he reached and he stretched. Look how Jonathan London writes this word, stretched. It means he's stretching as far as he can to get that star on the top of that big, tall tree. "Timber!" shouted Max. Thunk! And then down the tree goes with Froggy on top, trying to get the star up here. But it was too tall. The tree was too tall. He couldn't reach the top. And so when he was reaching, he kind of fell on the tree and knocked the tree over. "Froggy!" yelled his mother and father. "What?" And in they came, their eyes as big as sugar plums. "Oops," cried Froggy, looking a little more red in the face than green. "Merry Christmas," says Froggy. So here he is. This is probably the mom and dad's first frog Christmas too. And it was a Merry Christmas. Together they opened up their presents, rip and roasted chestnuts. Yum. Crackle. Here's Froggy and Max and Matthew and Travis all waiting to get some of those chestnuts that our mom is cooking there. They sang carols and Christmas songs. They ate a feast, munch, crunch, munch, and they even had a snowball fight. Oof. Sounds like a fun day to me. "This is the best Christmas ever," said Froggy. "Ours too," said Matthew and Travis. "This is your first Christmas ever," said Max, and everybody laughed. And they said, "Merry Christmas to all," shouted Froggy, and his friends said Merry Christmas back and waved goodbye. And Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, boomed the Santa owl. Ho, ho, ho. And so, my friends, that is the story of Froggy's best Christmas. He had a good time with his friends, and they were thinking of each other giving the gifts. So this is a good friendship story with Froggy and his friends. I hope you enjoyed it, and tomorrow I'm going to read you a new Froggy book. So today I want you to vote. I'm going to give you some options, and I want you to choose the Froggy book that we'll read for tomorrow. Okay? Have a great day.